Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Game Society, I call this the Tale of Urschleim, the Primordial Slime. The first thing you have to do is look at your map, and you're looking for the passage, which is going to be beyond the Shimmering Frontier. It's this whole circle all around the edge. Here's a close-up of what it looks like right here. The next thing you need to do is pick up the Urschleim scanner. You need 20 ancient gemstones, 20 mechanical parts, 20 cytoplasm. Go ahead and use the scanner. You can see Urschleim moves clockwise around the passage the whole time. Take a look right here. It will always be the case. Now there are two things that are very important that you have to do. The first thing is just to explore a lot of the passage. You're going to be picking a place or an area where you're going to fight Urschleim. Once you have figured out your area, get some blocks or some walls or bridges and fill up a ton of holes, because the boss will be moving and you will be moving with it. This will take a long time. The more preparation you do, the better. The more damage you have, the less you need to prepare, but you never know until you start the fight. I just pick where I'm going to start the fight, then I move clockwise and pretend as if I'm moving along, and I will fill in any of the holes and get rid of any walls or breakables in my way. One last thing you need to do is to cook some food that gives increased movement speed, which comes from bomb peppers. Once you pick your area, when you're ready to start the fight, you're going to start at the bottom part of the clockwise order. Also, don't forget to turn on your minimap under the UI settings. Once the ground starts shaking, Urschleim is nearby. Make note that the movement speed buff only lasts for 1 minute, so you'll have to keep eating that. There's a couple things you have to make notice in this fight. The first thing is that Urschleim is always moving, so you have to move as well, because if you get caught in the cloud, you usually end up dying if you don't dodge the damage. The next thing that you have to do is pop these 4 bubbles while constantly moving. Also pay attention to your minimap to make sure you're not backing yourself into a corner. Once you pop all 4 bubbles, Urschleim reveals its head. Do as much damage as possible when you're at this point. Don't forget to re-eat your bomb pepper food, because the movement speed buff only lasts for a minute. All you need to know for this fight, the only other thing is if it is catching up to you and you find a nook and cranny to hide in, go ahead and hide in it so you don't get defeated. but you will have to restart the whole fight. I do want to make a note, but I don't think it's that important, that if you do get defeated or find a nook and cranny to hide in, the damage on the bubbles will stay, which will make it slightly easier when you re-engage Urschleim, but I don't think it's a big deal. There you go. You defeated Urschleim. I actually used most of my prepared area. Here's the loot I got. To resummon Urschleim, you need a primeval slime cell, which is 40 cytoplasm and 30 ancient gemstones. Go ahead and use the primeval slime cell, and Urschleim will be back moving clockwise. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Good night.